All right.
All right, so this is gonna be part two. And first off, I want to start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 12. It says, "People can never predict when hard times might come. Like fish in a net or birds in a trap, people are caught by sudden tragedy." That's that Ecclesiastes 9 and 12 in the NLT. Let me read it one more time. People, meaning the people of this world, the people that aren't prepared, the people that are not on watch, all right, this is what's going to happen to them. People can never predict when hard times might come. Like fish in a net or birds in a trap, people are caught by sudden tragedy. And that's what these people in the world got to deal with. They're going to be utterly caught off guard when all hell breaks loose. When Esau starts to come down with that great wrath and he starts to hit these people with these draconian measures, they're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? They're going to be caught off guard, man. Like it literally tells you, like a bird in a net, in a trap, or a fish in a net. Like you might have a fish in the ocean just minding his business, and then boom, he get caught in the net with 100 other fish. He ain't know that was finna happen. Or you got a bird just chilling, a little chicken or a little ferret. What's them one birds? Them little fat plump birds that walk. Little pheasant or something just walking, and then boom, he get caught in the trap. That bird didn't know that shit was finna happen. So it's gonna be the same way with Jake, with the 2/3. They're gonna be caught off guard by Jacob's trouble. Okay, but us brothers, the ones that believe, we gonna know exactly what's going on. Okay. Now I just want to grab that real quick before I read Second Esdras 15, and I'm gonna read all this in the GNT. All right, so we're gonna read verse 14 all the way down to 19. This is in the GNT. All right, Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. It says the world and the people in it are doomed. Goddamn right. And that's the message we always come with, that the people of this world are fucking doomed. Mainly the Israelites, because we really sent forth, we're sent out, okay, to speak to the Israelites. Now if a Moabite or an Edomite come up, or a Hamite, we will deal with them. We'll tell them like, yeah, you an Edomite, and you going into slavery. We'll keep it real with them. All right, but we really set up to teach our people because we're watchmen unto Israel, as it tells us in Ezekiel chapter 3. All right, but hey, if you of this world, man, you're doomed. If you're investing in this place, if you're putting stock in this world, you ain't got no hope of winning. Because America is a sinking ship. It's over with for America, man. Everything is fucking trash here. And us brothers, we can't wait. We can't wait till all hell break loose, man, because that's going to be the time where we can live and be our true selves. And if we got to, we can tell a nigga to get the fuck out of our face. I can't wait, man. All right, because right now we got to be like, when we go to work, we got to be Clark Kent. We at work, nobody know, hey, that dude right there, he's a Hebrew Israelite. When we go to the store, nobody know that what we do, because that's the wise thing to do. But a time is coming where people gonna know it. That's the men of the Lord right there. All right. So that's that verse 14. The world and the people in it are doomed. The world, we know not the whole planet, but Esau's rulership. All right. Everything that he's established and built up is doomed. It's finna come to an end. All right. We finna tear down all Esau's shit, all his infrastructure, his philosophies, his military. We finna tear down everything that got to do with Esau, Edom, and the heathen. Even the other heathens, we finna tear down all this shit, because they going into slavery. Ain't no need for you to have all these buildings and shit when you are over there in the land of Israel getting stomped out. We finna tear down everything. Now, Second Esdras 15 and 15. The war that will bring their destruction is very near, World War III. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. That's that World War III, man. All right, verse 16. There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. So the legitimate government over here going to be utterly ignored. Because, people going to be losing it. We know Americans are fucking retarded. So we know when all hell break loose, it's going to be a combination of brute stupidity with utter madness. I'm talking about, people going to be out here losing their goddamn mind. And they not going to be giving a damn about what the government got to say. Because, the government might put they're going to declare martial law. It's going to be a curfew. Anybody caught outside after 10 p.m. going to get shot down in the street. Niggas ain't going to be giving a fuck about that curfew. They going to be out here rioting and looting and shit, raping. Okay? Now, verse 17, it says, there will no longer be free access to the cities. Hey, we know people are not going to be able to freely travel. It's going to be roadblocks and shit shut up. And if you, let's say before all hell breaks loose, it's going to be a small thing. Let's say you want to try to go to another city, but you can't because you ain't got the microchip. You know, it's going to get like that. You ain't going to be able to just travel freely. And we know in Esau's New World Order plan, this nigga want to try to get the population down to 500 million. And he want to try to set up these smart cities. You know, these 15-minute smart cities where, you know, you just enclosed in this one little area. And if you want to go somewhere, it's going to take you about 15 minutes. You ain't got to drive no more. It's just going to be easy and quick and convenient. That's what he want to try to set up. These little 15-minute smart cities that's going to be geared and centered around the microchip. If you want to do anything, you got to have the chip. All right? Now, verse 18. Because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. All right? And that's what's coming. Total confusion, destruction, terror. All right? It's going to get nasty out here, man. Okay? Now, verse 19, it says, driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. I love grabbing that scripture because it shows you how terrible it's going to get. You know, a starving man is dangerous. A man that has nothing to lose is fucking dangerous because they're going to be more reckless, they're going to be more bold, they're going to be deadly. All right? And that's going to be the average man in Babylon the Great. You know, most men, you know, got an underlying demon that the Lord ain't really unleashed yet. These niggas finna lose their fucking mind, man. Because they haven't ate. Nigga ain't washed his ass in 8 days, so he just walking around with shit stains on his legs. A lot of you people ain't gonna have access to take a fucking shower. Or you ain't gonna have the ability to change clothes and shit. You're gonna be just stuck in the same raggedy ass rags you've been worn when all hell broke loose, man. Okay? So let me get that one more time, man. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. Mercilessly plunder their possessions. So they're going to be stealing from your ass. They're going to be taking what you got. But us in the faith, we ain't got to worry about that. You know, I literally did a lesson on that a few days ago, going into how, you know, we ain't got to worry about people coming up and stealing what we got. You know, the Lord, we going to have abundance. It tells you that in 2nd Ezra 2 and 27. So one thing, brothers, we ain't never got to worry about is starving to death and people rolling up on us and taking what we got. Now, if you of the world, of course, that's something you got to constantly be on the lookout for. But we going to be covered by the angels. We're going to be covered by Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. All right, so let's get 2nd Ezra. Let's get that real quick to show you how, you know, we ain't going to be touched. You know, a nigga ain't going to be able to just roll up on us and knock our ass out and take what we got. Now, 2nd Ezra 2 and 27. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. And that's right. So when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, it says how others are going to be weeping, how they're going to be sorrowful. Why are they going to be weeping? Why are they going to be full of sorrow? Because they have put their trust in this world, and this world is failing. They see that this shit is going to nothing. It's over with. You know, and a lot of people, they going to have a Ezekiel 33 and 33 epiphany. They going to be like, oh, shit. Bro, those black Hebrew Israelites, they was telling us about this shit. They was telling us that there's going to be a famine. They was telling us that all hell is going to break loose. A lot of people it's something in the back of their head. The Lord finna have something just click, and they going to remember us, man. You know? And they going to be ashamed. But let's keep reading. Because it says in verse 27, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. When you look up the word merry on Google, it means to be cheerful and lively. So imagine being cheerful and lively when everybody dying around you, everybody catching diseases, people getting ate up by animals. You got niggas resorting to cannibalism. Women are resorting to selling their pussy. Yeah, I'm being blunt. All right, to try to live. It's finna get nasty out here, man. Okay? And sometimes you gotta be blunt. You gotta bring out the nasty. Right? Because the scriptures tell us, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So you gotta bring out the nastiness of what's finna come, man. It's finna get brutal out here, man. And we all adults. This ain't no PG-13 show. This R-rated. This T-rated for truth, man. We bring out the truth, man. All right. But you see right here in verse 28, it says, oh, Slaki, and then it says how we're going to have abundance. So, meaning, brothers, we're going to have more than enough. We're going to have the food, the resources, the clothing, the shelter. The Lord going to take care of us. We're going to have that abundance. And not a nigga going to be able to stand up and just take it from us, man. Now, verse 28, here's the point. 2nd Esdras 2 and 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. The heathen, the 2/3, they're going to be very envious. They're going to be jealous. Let's look up the word envy. Let's get that shit real quick. Okay, on Google, the definition of the word envy, it says a feeling of discontented. Let's look up that word real quick. So discontented means, it says dissatisfied, especially with one's circumstances. So a nigga gonna be mad that he's starving. He gonna be mad that he losing. But then he gonna see you healthy looking, you austere, you got faith, and you got food. He gonna be like, man, what the fuck? Why am I losing? You know, why he got it and I don't? Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to steal what he got. And that little one nigga might be an example to everybody else to leave us the fuck alone, because we gonna whoop his ass. We gonna have spiritual power. Or the Lord might have an animal attack his ass while he's on his way to try to come fuck with us. Bro, we gonna be protected, man. Alright? So that's what discontented means. So let's get back to the word envy. So the definition of the word envy, it says a feeling of discontented or resentful lounging or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. And we're not going to be lucky. We're going to be blessed. All right? Because a person can say, look, nigga, you lucky. You lucky the Lord with you. You lucky you got all this food. No, we're going to be blessed, nigga. All right? So literally that's what the word envy means. They're going to be jealous of what you got. Because similar words, you got jealousy, you got resentment, you got bitterness. So a nigga going to be bitter because you winning. Like, nigga, you should have got your black ass in order during the grace period. You should have been trying to let go of the world. Now your ass right here looking like a fucking skeleton, and you starving. Don't come up to me. You go call on Jesus. Go call on Esau for help. You leave us alone. We winning over here. The Lord is what that's because we don't give a fuck about the 2/3, man. Just being real about it. The 2/3 are our enemies right now. And I've been in the truth long enough to see the wickedness of a nigga. I don't give a fuck about the 2/3, man. I can't stand these niggas. Alright? So we're not going to be feeling bad for Jake. We're not going to be feeling bad for these women. We're not going to be feeling bad for these children. Because these are all 2/3 niggas. And best believe they was on the scene when Yahushua was getting demonized. They called for Yahushua to get put to death. So fuck these niggas, man. Alright? And I'm just being real. Okay? It's over with for the 2/3, man. We ain't finna be feeling bad for y'all niggas. So yeah, man, that's that 2nd Esdras 2 and 28, man. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. Now, why aren't they going to be able to do anything against us? Well, because the Lord is going to be protecting us. He's going to have angels watching over us and keeping us safe. Let me find some scriptures on that. All right. Let's get this right here. Psalms 34 and 7. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So the Lord going to be delivering us, man, from all type of troubles. He's going to be keeping us safe. He's going to be delivering us from the sword. He's going to be delivering us from the famine, from niggas, from disease. We're going to be protected. Okay? And you know damn, so it ain't shit we can do against the disease. A disease is a microorganism type of threat. We can't stop that from getting in our body. We need the Lord to be with us on some shit like that. Now you might be able to say, with my own carnal strength, I could beat up a nigga, but you can't beat up no goddamn disease. You can't beat up starvation. That's why we gonna need the Lord. Alright? Because there's some threats that you can't, that ain't carnal. You can't deal with that shit. Alright? Like when it comes to famine, you gonna need the Lord. Alright? That's something the Lord gonna have to step in for us. And he gonna have to step in on everything for us at the end of the day, because we know we just worms. Alright? We ain't got it like that. Okay? Just be real with yourself. You need the Lord. Okay? It tells you in Isaiah 41 how we're worms, man. Let's get that real quick, and then we're going to go back to Psalms. But let's get Isaiah 41. All right, and 10. It's been a minute since I grabbed this. But let me see where it's at. Yeah, I'm going to start at 10. The point is in 14, but let me start at, hold on, let me see what the point is. Let's see. Yeah, the point is in 14, but I want to read 10 as well. All right, Isaiah 41 and 10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yeah. I will help thee, yeah. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. And that's talking about Yahweh Shah. So the Lord is going to give us the spirit to endure during them crazy ass days. We going to endure it, man. If the Lord with us, we going to get through it. Now verse 11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. Now who are the ones that were incensed against us? The 2/3, niggas. They're going to be ashamed in that day. Now let's look up what the word incensed means on Google too. Let's get that. Yep. Hey, the word incensed, it says very angry, enraged. And a lot of people are angry at us right now because to the people in the world, what we're doing is very hateful. You know, we're a bunch of bigots. You know, they say we hate women. You know, they say that we hate the gay niggas, the LGBT, which we do. We ain't standing for that wickedness, but we don't hate women. We just hate the fact that the women of this world are fucking out of order. And we hate that shit, and we get on their ass for it. But we don't hate women like we hate Edomites. We understand that we need women. But these women are out of order, so we got to get on their ass. And people hate to see that because in this world, women are put on a pedestal. Women are put above men, which that's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be over the woman. The woman's supposed to serve us and shit. All right, but when you bring out that point, look at this nigga sexist, evil, when you say that the woman is supposed to be our servant. Shit, we got an ancient world, Eastern mindset. We think like the men of the ancient world. We think, hey, look, you a woman, but you supposed to serve me. I wasn't created to serve you. You were created to serve me. That's how we think. And when Jacob's trouble come and when Isaiah 41 hit, brothers, we ain't gonna be no goddamn simps. We gonna be raw. And it's gonna be a lot of women that's gonna be getting rejected. We're gonna be telling you to get the fuck on somewhere. But it's also gonna be women that's gonna be getting chosen. But it's gonna be a lot that's gonna get rejected. Okay? So let's go back. So it says in verse 11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. Why? Because they realized that what we were saying was the truth. Okay? It says they shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Alright, so you niggas are gonna get brought to nothing and y'all gonna fucking perish. Y'all gonna die. Alright? Now let's go down to the point. I'm gonna skip all that verse 12 and 13. I just want to get to the point. Isaiah 41 and 14. It says, fear thou not, Shalaki, it says, fear not thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right, so the Lord is gonna, he gonna help us. The Lord called us a worm. We all know a worm is a fucking defenseless creature. A worm don't got a hard exoskeleton. Worms don't got claws. They ain't got teeth. They ain't got wings to fly away on the nigga. A worm is a defenseless animal. All right, but the Lord, he gonna defend us, man. Okay. So yeah. That's what's coming for us, man. Help. The Lord gonna help us. Okay? And we need that help. You can't be a nigga where you just so goddamn proud to where you don't think you need the Lord, man. We all need the Lord. Alright? Let me see what else I want to get. Let's get let's get this right here. Let's get Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. All right. Now this is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. It says, now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. And you're going to have a lot of men that's going to turn their back on the truth because they too scared. They're too afraid to stand stiffly for the names of Yahweh Shem Al Shah. And, you know, through the Spirit, I always say this, man. I always say this. It's going to take a lot of courage to still want to serve the Lord when Esau's coming for us, when the whole world is against us. It's gonna take a lot of courage to say I'm an Israelite. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and I serve Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. It's gonna take a lot of courage to say that, because you're gonna have a target on your back. You know, the world gonna be looking after you. The world gonna be looking to put you to death. They're gonna be looking to throw your ass in jail. All right, because proclaiming to be a Hebrew Israelite and a man that serves the Lord, you know, you're gonna be looked at as evil. You know, I'm trying to think of this one scripture. Let me find it in Isaiah 59. Yeah, let's get this right here. This is Isaiah 59:15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And that's us. We have departed from evil. We no longer partake in wickedness. You know, it says, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So the world is going to target those that, what it says, that departed from evil. Fucking bugs. All right. We departing from evil. We departing from wickedness. We're no longer of this world. We are tired of this shit. So the world going to put a target on our back and like, we got to get these niggas out of here. All right. The scriptures also tell us if we were of the world will love us. If we was of this world, the world would love us. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, if you were of the world will love its own. We not of this world. So the world gonna hate us, man. All right, we coming with a message that America finna get destroyed. You think a nigga in the world want to hear that? You think an Edom might want to hear that his precious America is finna get destroyed in the very near future? We ain't telling you niggas in 100 years that this shit finna get destroyed. We telling y'all niggas now, this shit finna get destroyed, and they don't believe it. It's hard for them to fathom that the greatest country in the world, America, we got the strongest military. You know. The average citizen, we all got guns and shit, so they can't see that this shit finna go down. Look, bro, the Lord got this shit destined for a great fall, because you got UN troops over here. You already got troops from other countries over here, so America's already invaded. You got UN troops over here. You got niggas from the southern border. You got troops mixing in with them migrants, you know, Northern Kingdom, Jake, and they just making their way all up in this bitch. It's over with. All right, America's compromised, man. Do you know the military? It's a lot of women in there. You got a lot of fucking trannies in that shit. A lot of weak ass niggas that be doing TikToks. So we are at the end of this nigga's kingdom, and you can see it. It's fucking obvious we at the end, man, and I'm happy. Like, I've been happy for the past few days. You know, I've been happy. You know, now you might not see me walking around with a smile on my face, because that just ain't my spirit. But I have been happy. And my seclusion, I just be like, bro, we at the fucking end. You know, we getting near the end, man. All right. And these people are fucking mad about that shit. But oh well, y'all niggas, y'all had y'all time to have fun and shit, man. Now let's go back to Psalms 34:7. I already read verse 7, because it shows you how it says the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So those that fear the Lord are going to be delivered. Those that have faith in the Lord are going to be delivered. Verse 8, it says, "O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him." All right. Verse 9. Now notice how I keep on saying, "Oh, fear the Lord," or "fear the Lord," because you gotta have a healthy fear of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai in order to get through Jacob's trouble. Because if you fear the Lord, it'll keep you from eating pork, or it'll keep you from eating flesh. Because I was watching brothers from Texas the other day, and they were speaking about how you might get presented with a situation where you haven't ate for a day or 2 days, and the first contact of food you come across is some niggas making support over a fire. All right, and you got to be like, look, that's pork. I can't eat that. I'm gonna just keep on marching until the Lord give me some food. That's the type of faith we're gonna have. Because let's say, like I said, you might have been a day without food, and the first thing you come across is some goddamn pork. We're gonna have to keep the law on that day. You got to understand, I can't eat no pork. Let me just move on and let them niggas eat that pork. And they also said that the next time you see those niggas around the fire, they all dead because they ate some pork. And we know you can't eat no pork. Pork got disease and shit. So we just gonna have to live by our faith. We can't be eating no goddamn pork. We can't be eating no shrimp, no lobster. Even if that's the only food that you see for miles around, that's the only food is some damn shrimp. You can't eat that shit. You gonna have to just walk away. That's faith. Alright? And that should also keep your integrity. I'm not finna eat no goddamn pork. Alright? We're gonna have to trust in the Lord. The Lord gonna feed us, man. Just making an example. Alright? But verse 9, "Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints," the saints of the Israelites, It says, "For there is no want to them that fear him." So, for there is no want to them that fear him. So, we're not gonna want for anything. And I literally grabbed Isaiah, not Isaiah. I grabbed Second Esdras, where it says how we're gonna be merry and have abundance. Okay. So when Jacob's trouble hit, brothers, we gonna have more than enough, and it's really gonna be niggas out here losing, not us. Okay. How much time I got?
You got 3 minutes.
Okay. All right. So let's end off with this right here. Isaiah 65 and 12. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 65 verse 12. You know what? I think I ain't gonna have enough time to get that. Let's end that, and we're gonna start at part 3.